This is BBC News. Coming up in the next half an hour, we'll speak to a winner of The Apprentice who runs a skincare clinic as cosmetic surgeons warn of increased inquiries from younger people. And with me now is Dr. Leah, winner of The Apprentice, who runs a cosmetic skincare clinic which offers non-surgical procedures. Welcome. Thanks for joining us this morning. What's the youngest inquiry you've had at your clinic?
Worryingly, we have had an incredibly high amount of inquiries from people in their teens, as young as 14.
14. Now that is astonishing. It is shocking, isn't it? Presumably you didn't give that a hearing at all.
Not at all. Absolutely horrifying, really.
Did you give any advice to this person about whether they should be considering this or not? Yeah,
I mean, they were accompanied by an adult, and it was slightly unusual circumstances actually when they did present, and you know, we declined to treat. Obviously, we've actually had to impose a complete ban on the use of botulinum toxin in teens in our clinic. And I think that's something I would call on the rest of the industry to support. I mean, these treatments in terms of Botox, which is what we specialise in as a clinic, are just not suitable for people in their teens, you know, and I think there needs to be more responsibility in the industry.
Do you think it would be a good idea if there was an age limit on any sort of cosmetic procedure?
I think for us personally, I can only speak on behalf of my own clinic, and you know, Dr. Leah Clinic has been always very strong on the fact that these treatments, even the non-surgical treatments, are medical interventions and they need to be considered. You need to have an appreciation of expected results, and you need to also be aware of the risks and benefits.
It's interesting to see, you know, even after the negative publicity about the PIP breast implant scandal, etc., that breast implants are still the most popular cosmetic surgical procedure for women. So clearly that sort of scandal isn't putting people off, and there's still a huge amount of pressure in terms of women's image, particularly to look a certain way, isn't there? Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. And, you know, I can speak from personal experience, having been in the media post-Apprentice in particular. You know, I felt under, you know, huge scrutiny, you know, in terms of my own appearance. And, you know, I do think that the media have a significant role to play here in the societal pressure that women feel to look a certain way or to attain, you know, a certain look.
But, you know, you're an attractive woman anyway. Do you think that even being on something like The Apprentice and promoting the sort of industry that you're now in, that is pressuring in a way young women, teenagers, to come forward and look for treatments?
I think that the societal pressure is there. I think whether or, you know, I think there's no escape in that. It's an unfortunate situation that women look towards the media and they see people who are, you know, very glamorised, and often plastic surgery is glamorised in the media, and we are striving for that celebrity, you know, ideal. But I feel for me and for Dr. Leah Clinic, what it's about is providing an ethical service and ensuring that people have thorough consultation with medically trained individuals before embarking on any cosmetic procedure.
Okay, and what do you think the age limit should be for any cosmetic procedure?
For me, I think, you know, definitely not teens, and our clinic stands that we do not treat teens.
Okay, Dr. Leah, winner of The Apprentice, thank you very much.
Thank you, thanks.
And there'll be a live debate on this topic with Dr. Leah and others on Radio 1 and 1 Extra at 5:45 this evening, which will bring you live here on the News Channel 2.